Good afternoon. खाना खाया ना अभी? Good afternoon. How is the Josh? How is the Josh? Thank you. Before we formally start, let me introduce Dr. Sandeep Seni, Associate Dean of Academic Affairs. A gem, a diamond, an asset to the Institute, a pearl from the ocean of knowledge, having extremely politeness as well as ocean of knowledge, not only in terms of electronics, not only in terms of academic administration, as well as many other aspects of day-to-day life. I am being very much privileged to be a part of his team, having a position of Assistant Registrar Academic. And as I was introduced by student members, my name is Rajiv Saxena. I have been working with this institute for more than 13 years now, and in the academic section for more than 10 years. I, along with Sandeep sir, would be talking to you. It's not a session which is one-sided that we are delivering to you and you are just listening to it. I would rather request you all to be participative. Participate in terms when we are going slide by slide or point by point. If you have any doubt, just raise your hand. See, why I am letting you know this point at this point in time is, number one, you are here for your academics. We are dealing with academic administration, although his primary responsibility is to teach you all. But since he has been given a responsibility of academic administration, so we will be dealing with not only you as well as another couple of thousand students for daily academic administration. And since you are coming out from the schools and entering into a new system, which is a university, college, semester, many other things, which you might be listening it very first time. So I would suggest you, if you have a piece of paper and a pen, please take it with you. Take some important notes so that you don't get confused. You don't get half-cooked information. Whatever we are going to tell you, that will remain with you for at least 4 years till the time you graduate from this institute. So let us start, and I request Dr. Sandeep to start.
Okay, thank you, Rajiv ji. Good afternoon, everyone. So, this is basically our agenda. We'll just tell you how many of you have seen this building. So, this is where I sit. This is my office, means one of the small corner of this building. So, we are just going to tell you like what do you have in LNMIIT, what is the team of academic section. UG manual means your rules and regulation for UG students. Okay, what is UG? Undergraduate. Then how do we conduct exams? How do we evaluate? How do we give the grades? Okay, that is teaching guidelines. And not the last one, that is not for today. Okay, continue. So this thing we had done yesterday also, that what we are doing at LNMIIT, why LNMIIT was set up. So coming to the academic section, continue. So myself Sandeep, I am Associate Dean of Academic Affairs, and Dr. Joyita you would have met yesterday, right? She was here, she was introduced by director. She is Assistant Dean. So basically, what is the purpose of deans? That we have to regulate and we have to ensure that everything related to our domain, that means academics in my field, is conducted with ease, at proper time, with the given timelines and within the rules. Sometimes we define the rules and we implement them. Okay. Then to help us, next, we have Mr. Rajiv, who is here, and Arvind Gord, and we are expecting two more colleagues will join. So they are having fixed office locations. Uh, Anyone has gone to accounts office till now? No. So when you will have the campus tour, you will see there is academic office, registrar office, accounts office. All these things you will be requiring some time in your life whenever you need something from these people. So both of them are sitting in the academic office. So Arvind Gord and Rajiv Saxena. Fine? Next. So these are our contact details. My email ID is asok dean academics. When you will be going to your hostel, you have a landline there, right? So you can dial the extension number 6320 is mine, 6317 is for Dr. Joyita, 6051 and 52 for Arvind and Rajiv, Rajiv and Arvind. And my mobile number is written. So if you have any doubt academically, you can feel free to call me anytime before I sleep. Okay? Next. So now we are coming to the students' life. This thing we had covered yesterday. We are offering 4 BTech programs, EC, CCE, CSE and ME. And 2 integrated programs, BTech MTech CSE, BTech MTech ECE. Now this is where some of you had doubts. What is specialization and what is minor, if anyone can tell me? Like maybe some of you have taken the admission in those, right? How many of you have taken the admission in specialization? You have taken? What do you mean by specialization? No idea. Then why have you taken that? Yes, do you have some idea? Specialization is on specific topics. So what is orange? Orange is a fruit. Don't give me this kind of answer. Yes, anyone? Yes. Okay, so let us say you are taking admission in BTech CSE, but BTech CSE is also having so many domains and you want to specialize in one domain. It is like a doctor. Earlier they have MBBS and then they choose that I want to be ENT specialist, heart specialist, orthopedic, right? Specialization means you will choose one narrow domain. But at the time of admission, when you don't even know that whether you will take BTech EC or CSE, can you honestly decide whether inside CSE you will take this or not? And before coming to that, what is minor? Some of you have taken minor. Who?
Can you please raise your hands?
Don't be shy. You have taken minor. So what was the meaning of minor? Okay. Yes, anyone else with minor definition? Yes? Anyone who has taken admission in minor and if they can tell the complete name of their degree. What is the complete name of degree that you have taken? BTech in Electronics and Communication with minor in AI and Data Science. This is what you have. Anyone else? Anyone else with a minor offer? Yes.
Don't we have anyone who is having minor?
BTech in ECE and minor in AIDS, right?
Same.
The meaning of minor is as same as specialization. Minor and specialization both are same. What do we mean by that? There is going to be a set of courses, 7 or 8 courses, which are from one domain only. if there is a domain name AINDS, that means these 7-8 courses will be only for AINDS. Now, if the name of the course is AINDS, then anyone from CSE or CCE will take that basket with the name specialization, because they are already in CSE or CSE related area. That means now if they choose these 7 courses, it is specialization for them. But if ECE or ME student want to take AIDS, for them it is minor. Okay? So similarly, we have another program called Robotics and Automation. Robotics and Automation is offered by Mechanical Engineering. So if anyone from Mechanical Engineering background want to take Robotics and Automation, it will be specialization for them. And it will be minor for ECE, CCE and CSE. Is it fine? Definitions are clear? So how many combinations we can create, if anyone can tell me? You have 4 UG programs and you have 2 options for minor and specialization. Tell me how many possible combinations you can have. Permutation combination problem. 12 is one answer. 8 is one answer. 12. Please consider CSE and CCE are brothers and sisters when specialization is concerned. 8. 10. Okay, continue. So, BTech with a minor in robotics and automation for these 3. These are the 3 options. Minor in AI and data science for EC and ME. So 3 plus 2, 5. Then go back. फिर से हाँ, specialization 1 in CCE, 1 in CSE, 1 in ME. Total 8 combinations. Fine. So these are the different options. Now, if you are a student of CSE or ECE or ME or CCE, in every branch you get both the options. There is no constraint that your branch will stop you from learning AIDS or robotics. Only the name will change. Either you will call it specialization or minor. Is that fine? What is the criteria for getting into these minors? Anyone who knows? Certain CGPA, yes? On the basis of? So now I'll tell you, those of you who have already taken minor or specialization in their admission, they have got it based on their ranks and choices. They will retain the option forever until they want to drop it. Okay, but for all of you who have not taken this option, you can still take it in your 3rd semester or 4th or 5th, whenever these things will start. But at that time, there will be certain conditions, like minimum CGPA, minimum grade in certain courses, and they will be told to you in advance. So if you are targeting specialization in AIDS, which starts in 5th semester, and it says minimum CGPA is 6.5 or 7, then you must maintain those things. Is it fine? Okay, next. Next. So, curriculum structure, we had discussed it yesterday. Next. This is our 1st semester curriculum. Now, if I give you a question here, tell me how many hours of engagement you will have in terms of direct teaching hours in your 1st semester. Look at this table and tell me the number. How many hours you will spend in the lecture hall or lab combined? Look at this table and tell me how many exact hours per week you will spend in your lecture halls or labs. 30, 30. Okay, one option. Yes, 28, 28, 30, 27. How 30? I told you, look here. That was a rough number. Yes, how come 28? Anyone who told me 28? How many? 39. 39. How? Lectures? Okay. Okay, so you are multiplying those 4 also by 3. How come 39? So tell me. You are adding them. No. All the lectures combined total is 18. Is that okay? Huh? Okay, now let us clarify. Anyone with some answer? And yes, tell me. If you add L and T, the total is 18 is only L. Okay? L and T combined. Okay, 18. That means 18 hours will be in your lecture hours. 15 hours lecture, 3 hours tutorials, which is as good as lecture. Fine? Then 9 hours of practical. That means 4 hours lab per week for basic electronics, 3-hour lab for computer programming, and 2-hour lab for English. So 9 hours in lab, 18 hours in lectures. This is your total workload. Direct contact hours. This 27 is your direct contact hours. After that, you will get some assignments and your self-study and all. So now do you have the clear idea what is LTP and what is C? Credit. Credit means weightage. It is equal to the number of hours that you spend in the lecture hall or lab. The number of hours spent in the lab are divided by 2 for this computation. So now look at the example of programming for problem solving. Number of lecture hours are 3. Number of lab hours are 3. So 3 plus 1.5. Total will be 4.5. Is it okay? Okay. This thing we had discussed yesterday. In your first semester, you are having variety of courses. Once go back to the previous slide. एक बार पीछे जाइए. There are 2 columns with the name type. Focus on the second one. BSc means basic science course. So physics is a science course. Calculus, basically maths, science, again science category course. ESC means engineering science course. So basic electronics is one of the engineering course. Basic electronics lab is also engineering course. Programming for problem solving is engineering course. Technical communication is English is humanities and social sciences course. Okay? And MC means mandatory course. These are the courses which are mandated by the government regulatory authorities and you have to complete these. What is special about this last course, and there will be 2 more such courses in your degree and one is already written, this one line, if you focus here, 3 weeks induction program is mandatory. Anyone who can tell me like what is the seriousness of this statement? So at the completion of 3 weeks of your induction program, you get a satisfactory or unsatisfactory tick mark. If you don't get this tick mark, what can happen? Anyone who can tell me? If you don't get a tick mark against induction program, what can happen? You will not get the degree. Okay? You can complete your 4 years, you can be 9-pointer, anything, you will not get the degree. Same is the case for Indian knowledge system. It is a 1-credit course where there will not be any grade. We will only give you a satisfactory or unsatisfactory remark. By any chance, if you get unsatisfactory remark, you will not get the degree. You have to repeat it. How to do that? We'll come to those things. Okay? Any of these courses, if you fail in any of them, you have to do it again. For how to do that? It will come in the next slides. Okay, next. So, admissions, you all know, it happens in July purely on merit basis and everything. All of you know this process. You have gone through that. So now we are coming to the academic session. So this slide we had shown you yesterday, 2 semesters. What is the duration of 1 semester? 14 weeks. 14 weeks of teaching. Then there will be mid-semester exam after 7 weeks and semester exam after another 7. Overall, if you see, the semester can be around 19 to 20 weeks also. But there is 14 weeks of teaching. Okay. Now, what are the things that happens in a semester? When you start a semester, orientation is being done. Enrollment. What is enrollment? Adding more students. Anyone else? Enrollment means enrolling for the courses. When you were in school, you had sometime a choice to take maybe a second language course or selecting your 5th course in 12th, right? That selection of courses is called enrollment. Once you are done with the enrollment, sometime you realize I have taken a wrong course or I wanted to take another course. Then you have add drop. You have examinations in the semester. Some of the students may not complete the course in the given duration. So they get I grade. And once the grades are given by the course instructor, then HOD and Dean will authenticate them. They will then release your result. There is course registration. Sometime if you are late for enrollment, sorry, I skipped. They were going like this. If you are late for enrollment, then you will pay some late enrollment fee. Classes will start. Some of you would have not submitted all the documents. So document submission, submission of grades by the instructor, and when everything is done, when grades are authenticated, there can be a brief vacation after the semester. In between the semester, from day 1 till the last end semester exam, there is not a single day of break. Okay, either it is Holi or Diwali or your brother's marriage, anything. There is not a single day of break. If the government calendar says there are 2 days of vacation on Diwali, only 2 days. 1 day before Diwali there will be classes and 1 day after Diwali also there will be classes. Okay? So you have your exam starting on, let us say, 1st October 2023. That means 30th of September there will be classes. There is nothing called exam break. Fine? Okay.
Just to add on certain points here. Number 1, you might have heard about the preparation leave. So we don't have any provision of preparation leave just before the examination, number 1. Number 2, just wanted to just wanted to let you know what is the difference between enrollment and course registration. They are actually two different activities. And unfortunately, many students get confused between these two activities. Let me explain it so that you can remember it. Enrollment is what? Enrollment and course registration. See, you are entering into the system very first time. So for this time, we will be doing your course registration. We have an ERP system. In a day-to-day language, we call it MIS, Management Information System. MIS. So the registration, everything will be happening on MIS. All your academic records, all your attendance, your results, your grade cards, your registration, everything will be done by this ERP. So, which course? Do you know what is course? Anybody? What do you call subject? Until your 12th class, it is called here course. So don't get confused. Mathematics 1, Mathematics 2, computer programming, classical physics, basic electronics, digital communication, name it. Subject. We call it course. So don't call it subject now onwards, being you are going to be an engineer now. So it's a course. So what courses you are going to study in the first semester, we will register you for that. Register means you are part of that course. That means registration. See, previous slide. On the right hand side, course registration. That is second semester. It will start in the month of January or late in the December, maybe 31st December. So you will have to do the course registration on your own for your second semester, and we will guide you how to do it. It will be done online, using your login IDs, credentials, using MIS. So that is course registration. You are going to be a part of a course. Any confusion? Great. Enrollment. Whenever the interim examination of your first semester over, there may be a break of 7 days, 10 days, 15 days. You would like to go back to your home? We'll come back to the institute for your new semester. Now, how would I ensure that you have come back to the institute? How would your parents ensure that you have reached to the institute back? That means you will have to put your signature on an attendance roll in person, physically, showing your fee receipt and anti-ragging undertaking. We wanted to ensure that you are in person back to the campus. That is called enrollment, and there are certain dates for that. If you are late, there is a late enrollment. Nitty-gritty of those late enrollment will be told to you in due course of time. So that I just wanted to re-emphasize about.
So this is what we call enrollment. Like when you will come back for second semester, we are saying that these are the 2 days for enrollments. For your seniors, we have told 4th and 5th August are the day of enrollment. That means they can come on either of the days, or maybe 1 day early also. But if they come after that, then there is a late fees for enrollment. So what is enrollment? Before you come back to the next semester, you have to pay the fees of the incoming semester and come here and sign that I have come back. Fine, this is enrollment. Okay, next. Course registration, Rajiv has already explained. Before the start of every semester, you have to enroll on the online portal that in this semester, I am going to take these courses. When you are in first semester, you don't have to do it, we have done it, because all courses are compulsory. In your second semester, again all courses will be compulsory. You will just tick the name of courses. We'll give you a curriculum book. Look at the book that, okay, second semester CC students, these are the courses that I need to do. Portal is showing all the courses, tick them and you are done. But yeah, when you will be in the later semesters and you will have the choices of electives, then point number 3, point number 3, there you will have to see, not point 3, it will be later also. Electives, first of all, you have to choose based on your choice. I want to study machine learning or data science or database management or networks, okay? And then you have to also see that they are not having timetable clash. Fine? So, but this is one last thing that is there. Taking an elective, sometime what happens? Let us say there is a course. Elective, there are two type of courses, core courses and elective courses. Anyone who can tell me the difference just by English meaning? Core courses and elective courses. Core means compulsory, elective means your choice, right? So when I offer one core course, let us say data structure and algorithm, all 240 students of CSE must take it. So we teach it to all 240 students of CSE. But if we offer some elective advanced data structure, then there is a limit that only 100 students can take it. It will be done on first come, first serve basis. So that is why this last line, it is not the right of the students. You cannot come and say, I want to study this course, but I did not get it. Arrange it, do it for me. Okay? Okay, next. Now, you have taken some courses. Now you realize, I want to take some more courses, or I have taken a wrong course. This elective I had taken, but I am finding very difficult. Or I had taken this course, I cannot survive in this course. I must have taken some other course. So we give a 1 week window for that. It is called add drop activity, where you can change your courses. Okay, these things will be applicable to you mostly starting from 5th semester and onward. And we will send very detailed emails at that point. Now, 1 week we give you for add drop, and then 1 more week that now finally settle down and tell us if you want to drop anything. That means after 2 weeks, now whatever you have to go ahead with those courses. Fine? Okay, next. Sometimes it will happen that you can get a bad grade. What are the grades that you get at LNMIIT? If you have asked your seniors or anyone, although I have a slide there, we start with A, AB, B, BC, C, CD, D. These are the passing grades, A to D, and F is the failing grade. If you get F in any course, that means you have to repeat the course. Anyone who can tell me, like, what do we mean by repeating? Maybe you would have heard from your seniors, your brothers, your siblings or friends who are in college life. Repeating means repeating in some of the colleges is known as backlogs. You have heard of this term, backlogs. In a lot of colleges, backlog simply means next year you give the exams of this course, and if you pass it, you are passed. Fine? That is not how we work here. If you get an F grade, let us say in calculus course, so this course will be offered next time in the odd semester. That means with the next batch, you have to sit in every class. You have to take every quiz, every exam, attendance again mandatory, and again every exam, and then you get a new grade. So it is not that you have to give only exams. You have to completely repeat the course. Sometimes what happens, some of you, let us say, got D grade, and you feel I could have got a very good grade. Maybe my exam day I was not well prepared. I could have definitely got a better grade. In that case, we call it improvement. You are allowed to improve your grade in the next year, only for D grade. Fine? So there are two things. One is called repeating, one is called improving. What is the difference between improving and repeating? No? You are just sitting here,
Can
shaking
anybody
your
from
head.
this side? What is the
Yes.
difference between repeating and improving?
Repeating and improving. Huh.
Anybody else? See, not responding from your side simply means two things. Either you got everything or you didn't get anything.
In improving,
If you are not participating, we are not going to be in trouble.
see, repeating is a compulsion. Okay? Repeating is a compulsion. If you get F grade, you have to repeat it. There is no option. But improving is optional. You are not forced to repeat or improve if you have D grade. Yes, improving also means the same process, sitting in all the lectures, giving every exam and everything again, same thing. Process is same, the names are different. Repeating means compulsion, you have to do it, there is no choice. And improving, yes. Okay, a very good question. So the question is, if I get F grade somehow, I'll show you CGPA calculation also. I'll keep your question for reserve when I'll come to the CGPA computation. Is that fine? Okay, any other doubt?
Yeah, he has, sir, one.
Yes. Okay, very good question. Again, similar question. His question is, in first semester I got D grade in computer programming. In third semester I got A grade in computer programming. Will my grade sheet show that I got D grade in first semester? Yes.
See the last sentence. See the last sentence on the screen.
So, whatever you will do in these 4 years, let us say you got F grade in one course in first semester. In the third semester, you improved it. You got BC or AB. Your transcript means your grade sheet will mention both. First semester you got this, fifth semester you got this.
Before we
Your
proceed
sins will not be erased. Okay? It will be mentioned.
Before we proceed further, one most important point here where most of the students get confused. See the last point. Even
Okay,
after getting
again, yes. Again, very good question. Now I am in third semester. I have to repeat or improve, let us say, calculus course. What about the timetable clashes? Because you are having your 5-6 courses of third semester also, right? So how do we manage that? That means you can only repeat or improve if there are no timetable clashes. Okay? You can repeat or improve. And how do we manage it? We'll tell you. Okay? We'll tell you how is that feasible. So, repeat and improve. Are you fine? One thing I think you would have as a lesson, that please avoid this grade. Is that clear? Your life will not be as good or as pleasant if you get this grade. You can see the consequences, right? So, what is your first aim? Not getting
F grades.
There are 2 grades in your life that you will have, for which you will have to fight really hard. Anyone who can tell me what are those 2 grades? A and F. Getting A requires dedication. Getting F also requires similar amount of dedication.
Yes, probably students were murmuring A and AB grade. It is not A
Not
and
A
AB
and
grade.
AB. It is A
It's
and
A
F.
and F.
You need complete dedication to get F grade. Because, yes, how common is it to get F grade? Okay. That means, I'll give you stats. Out of 600 students, tell me like how many of those can get F grade. assuming all of you are 92, 93 percentile above. Just an estimate. Hopefully zero. I would love to have such batch. Yes, any estimate. 10, 20, 50, 200, all the numbers that you are speaking have happened. That means 150 students out of 600 got F grade. I am telling in the history. And last year it happened. And only 10 students out of 600 getting F grade. That has also happened. Okay? On an average, if I tell you like what is the general number, it is around 5%. So 5% means 30. 30. Okay? So you don't have to be in the last 30. And there is no compulsion from our side that we have to give some F grades. It is your own earning. It is your dedication that will give you F grade. If you are above a certain threshold, we will be very happy. Okay? We'll explain how grading is done.
Sir, one important point here about the improvement. What happens is, improvement is allowed only on the D grade. Is it clear to you all? Right. And D grade is treated as a passing grade. Is it clear to you all? Correct. Now, I take in a hypothetical case that I were a student and was undergoing a calculus course, scored a D grade in my first semester. I passed. I was probably overconfident that I can score A grade in that course, and during my third semester, I re-registered for that course as an overload. What is overload? We'll come later. I completed all the processes. Unfortunately, I ended up with F grade. What is going to happen with me? Yes, this is the confusion. I thank all of those who said it is better out of 2. It is a big no.
So first time you had D grade and you opted to improve it, and now you got F grade. Which grade we should keep for you? This is not the choice.
It will remain F.
Now it will be F. And now you have to compulsory repeat it. My honest advice, whoever advises you in your senior circles or your own consciousness that I can improve it, throw away those advices. Okay?
Take a conscious decision.
Very conscious decision. If there was a very serious issue with that course on the day of exam and then you got D grade, think of improving it. Otherwise, say thank to God that I survived this course and move ahead. Okay? Yes, next. Yes, any question? We'll come to that. Yes, you were asking. Then A and B. Yes, so I think already we told you, if you get D grade or F grade and later you got A or AB, both will be mentioned at respective places. In first semester grade sheet, it will come D. In third semester grade sheet, it will come AB. Yes, they will know. Your grade sheet will tell that. Yes. I'll explain that. CGPA computation will come. Okay, next. Now this is, you don't need to know this as of now, maybe for the first year, but now when you are coming to third semester and you had any compulsion or option to take overload. What is overload, if anyone can tell me? Taking extra courses, which are mainly your backlogs, right? So, a student can register for additional courses for improvement, and in your later years, you will have the option of taking overload for fast track also. You want to complete your degree in 7 semesters so that you can go for internship in 8 semester. So there are different reasons for taking overload. But in one semester, you cannot take more than 25 credits. And you can go above 25 only if there is an associated lab with that course. Anyone who can elaborate on this? What do you mean by these? 25 credit limit, everyone understood? It does not mean number of courses, right? That you have to take only 8 courses or 9 courses or 11 courses. There is no count or bound on that. Where is the condition? Credits. Fine, we'll count credits. And I am saying you can go above 25 till 27 if there is an associated lab. Anyone who can elaborate? Yes. See, the option is, let us say you are taking an overload of basic electronics. Basic electronics has associated lab of 2 credit extra. If you want, you can take that also. And then it can go to 27. Otherwise, if you are repeating calculus, then you cannot take anything else. Fine?
Sir, before we proceed, I think there are a couple of questions because
Okay.
murmuring is going on. So we take a pause here to answer your questions.
Yes, anyone?
Somebody from here?
CGPA calculations we will consider. I'll show you the table.
No.
That we'll
The
show.
question is which grade can be improved? That is only D. None other passing grade can be improved. There were certain questions. There was
Okay.
a question from this one of the student that at what CGPA which grade is being awarded.
Okay, that also is coming.
We'll coming up to the next slide, and it is not CGPA, by the way. Relative grading will be.
Okay, next slide. Course replacement, as we have already told, sometime what happens, it is mainly applicable for elective courses. You have to do certain number of electives. Let us say 6 program electives. In one of the elective, you got D grade. 4 program electives and open elective. If you got, let us say, you have a program elective, advanced data structure, and you got F grade. Tell me what we should do now. If I got F grade in core course, data structure, what is my next step? I have to repeat the same course, data structure. But if I get F grade in elective, then you can take any other elective. There is no compulsion to take the same elective. This is what we call replacement. Okay? Yes, your sins will not be erased. I am telling you again and again. Okay?
Once you are registered for any course, it will never be removed from your testimonials, from
Summer
your
term.
academic accolades,
Will tell.
from your academic records. Take a note of it.
Whatever you take, whatever grade you earn, it will always remain in the mark sheet. Okay? So sometime what can happen, you have a D grade in elective, but then you think I could have got a better grade with some other course. Take that course and then tell us, sir, please, in the computation of CGPA, remove this course, replace it with this course. That is possible. Fine? Okay, next. Now this is another thing called summer term. Some of you asked me if I am not getting any chance due to timetable clash to repeat or improve a course. And sometime it can happen, I got 3 F grades in first semester. And unfortunately a lot of you will get. Not a lot, only a few of you will get. Okay? Now what to do in that case? Because you can only take one course in the regular semester. So for that we have the provision of summer term. That means 8 weeks you will spend here. All 40 lectures you will study. All quizzes, all assignments, all exam, everything you will give. Your friends will be at their home or they will be at internships, whatever they want to do. You can stay here for the summer term take those courses. Please remember there is extra fees for this, which is nominal, 10,000 rupees per course or something like that. But you will stay here, do the courses and clear the backlogs. Summer term can also be used to fast track. Okay, so summer term is basically a 2-month program where you will stay in summer, take the courses which you have backlog or you want to fast track. So this is another option which only a very few institute provides. Okay, next. Backlogs, I think we have cleared now. We have a good discussion. Only F grade is called a backlog. Okay, someone had asked for placements. A lot of companies, they allow the students above certain threshold of CGPA and they say no active backlog. What is the meaning of that term, if anyone can elaborate? That means right now there is no F grade. It does not mean in the history you never had F grade. So you can have F grade. There is no issue in that. But when you are going to sit in that placement, at that time it must be cleared. Is that fine? There is no company which will say, I will take a student who never had F grade. Okay? So don't think that if you get one F grade, your life will be ruined or something like that. It is very common to get F grades. Next. Attendance policy. 75% attendance is mandatory, 25% you have relaxation, and that relaxation includes everything. Give me any reason for which you can expect exemption for attendance, if you have any. You get sick and personal issues, family functions, you are going for a vacation in between the semester, anything and everything is in that 25%. You are not allowed to go for internship in the semester. When you are in final year, we say for the whole semester you are out. That means no attendance is applicable. Okay? So anything and everything, including hospitalizations, is in that 25%. No. This we are calling. Okay, now how many weeks in a semester? 14. How many lectures per week? 3. So how many total lectures for a course? 42. We take it 40 because 1 or 2 holidays will come. Somewhere there will be 15th August, 26th January and all. So on an average 2 lectures will be lost on holiday. So every course is for 40 lectures. That means how many lectures you can miss? 10. Is that fine? That is a very large number. Considering 10 lectures, that means 3 weeks. If you go on a vacation, even to Europe, you can come back, attend everything, and you will not have attendance issues. But if you do that in the first 3 weeks of the semester, and after that you fell ill for even 2 days, then you won't survive, right? So 100% attendance, keep that in your mind. Keep this 25% as your reserve quota for the last moment emergency. There are a lot of wise, clever students, which we saw last year, who were maintaining 75. They are coming for 3 classes, bunking 1 class, coming for 3, missing 1 class. And in the end, they faced certain medical issues and they were debarred from exams. So what is the repercussion of missing the attendance? You will not be allowed to sit in the end semester exam. And then there is another policy, which means if you are absent in the end semester exam, you get an F grade. So basically, what is the meaning of 75% attendance? If you are below 75, you get F grade. Is that clear? And 75 is quite relaxed. Missing 10 lectures is more than enough. Yes. Fine. Okay, very good question. I have my end semester exam or mid semester exam and I am ill on that day. Right? We'll have the provision. Attendance is clear? Next. Late enrollment, we had explained, if you are late, you will pay the fees. But if you are late for more than 15 days, your your enrollment for the semester will be cancelled. That means for this semester, you are not part of LNMIIT. Next. This is one thing. Sometime you have to go out of campus due to personal reasons, due to health reasons, for academic presentations, for some anything. That is called leave of absence. That means you are going out of hostel. A maximum of 15 days of such leave is allowed. 15 days means 2 weeks. 2 weeks is less than 25%. That means we are accommodating. This does not mean that this is on top of 25%. Okay? These 15 days are inside the 25% bracket. And if you are absent for more than 15 days, if you are not in the campus for more than 15 days, again your semester registration is cancelled. Okay? So we will allow you to go. There is no one who is going to stop you. Yes? Yes, 15 days include weekend, like on a stretch if you are going. Okay? Last line. Be very careful. The student is responsible for any academic loss in this duration. So when you are going somewhere to attend a wedding or a conference or anything, you cannot come back and say, there was a quiz in my absence, please reconduct the quiz. Or there was an assignment submission deadline, or there were some lectures. Fine? No, no. Yes, fine. No, no. Very clear, very good question. You are going to represent LNMIIT in some cultural fest, academic festival, technical festival, anywhere. You are going outside at your own risk. We are not discouraging by saying that, because those days, see, let us say there is a technical festival at IIT Kanpur. You are going there. 3 days. You are representing. Very good. Making us proud. But in those days, there are mid-semester exams. We cannot conduct mid-semester exams again for you. So this will be your decision that which is more important. No. And when you are going for such thing, even attendance is not given. That 25% relaxation is including all these things. Okay? So you have to make very wise decisions that what is more important for you. Okay? Yes. Okay, so on a weekend you go on Friday night, you return on Monday morning, we don't count. Okay? These are mainly for some longer durations. There is going to be a good number of students who are from Jaipur or nearby areas. You can go on weekends. Those days are not counted. So, less worries. Now, relaxed? Okay. Fine, next. Now, this is one thing which in some serious cases is opted. Sometimes you have very serious illness. You need a very long-term treatment. Or you got some issues in your family. You need to go there for a month to any reason, any sort of reason, physically, mentally, any kind of thing. And you are not in a position to continue to stay here and study. We give you a provision to pause your degree. That means you can be given a semester break or even year break. And please remember, it will not hamper your placements. Your degree will go from 4 year to 5 year, but your transcript will clearly mention that in these 2 semesters, you were on leave. Okay? So whenever any one of you, a good number of students have availed this option. Reason can be anything. If you find that I am not in a good position to continue, if I continue, I'll get all F grades, I'm not mentally prepared, or there is some physical thing which is stopping me, I need to get things sorted at my family, any reason, please feel free to come to me, come to Rajiv, discuss it. This option is always available, and please remember, this will not hamper any of your placement or higher education chances. Fine?
But please remember, degree on pause provision will definitely extend your tenure of degree.
Yes. Okay? All these decisions you have to take in consultation with your parents. This application actually comes from your parents, not from you. It is not that I will come and say, I am taking 1 year pause, and your parents are not knowing about it. Right? Okay, next. Now, I am telling you some of the tools that you will be using throughout your 4 years. Okay, next. First is our mode of communication. What is our mode of communication? Emails, right? How many of you have not configured email on your mobile till now? I hope no hand is raised. Everyone, please be alert. You will get emails with expectations of 5 minutes notice. Okay? There is a lecture or rescheduled quiz or something. Everything will be on email, and every email should come from official LNMIIT domain. Anything you want to ask from us should also come from LNMIIT. We don't even open the email which are coming from personal emails. Okay? Emails, everyone is comfortable? Yes?
Even after your graduation, this LNMIIT domain mail ID
don't
remains
worry.
with you.
So here is one person who is saying, I have configured the email, but I am not able to receive the emails on that email ID. Quite possible. Maybe some of you,
How many of you are not receiving the emails? Can you raise please your hand?
So there are 2, 3, right? Right after this session, please go to IT help desk, meet Mr. Mukesh Sharma, okay, who is our IT manager, and get things sorted. Is it fine? Anything related to emails, please meet Mr. Mukesh Sharma in IT help desk. Is that fine? Okay. Yes. Can you tell me what is the difference between to and CC in email? What is the difference between to and CC in email? And CC?
No murmuring, please.
Okay, anyone who can tell me what is CC? It is called carbon copy. What is the purpose? See, when someone is in 2, okay, 2 Y23 or 2 UG students, that means they are the target audience. Okay, this message is for them. CC means it is just for their information. It is for their knowledge. So sometime we'll send a mail to Y23 that there is something happening here. And if something is happening in the student gymkhana, that means I will CC to Dean of Student Affairs, so that he will also know that something is happening. Okay? What is BCC? Blank or blind carbon copy. That means now you don't know who are the people who are receiving this email, right? So please be very careful when you write emails. Please be very respectful. You have to write proper address, means not the address, subject. Start with a salutation, not good morning, dear something. Very clear English message, and ending with best regards or your faithfully, whatever. Just the way you were taught writing letters in school. That is how you will operate in your professional career. Okay?
One humble submission. I have been observing many students use their unofficial language, that means quote unquote language of their social media, in their email. Please try to learn that you are getting into a world which would not be tolerating all such things. Maybe at the academic institution we may answer that email, but in the corporate world they'll fire you. Just to let you know what terms could be, not take it as a hard-coded word. I wanna gonna opt that course for. What does mean gonna wanna? Did you study in your English grammar that thing? No. I want to opt for a course. Cannot we use such simple English?
Sometimes we read emails, just single line. क्या मैं ये course ले सकता हूँ? We don't even respond to those emails. If he would have written properly, I would have replied on time and he would have been benefited. So please be very careful. Emails are official way of communicating. It is not an informal way of communication.
Will you
Fine?
believe around 10% emails even don't have subject line? Did you really study how to write an application even without mentioning the subject line? How would I know regarding what matter mail I have been receiving so far? So please, these are good habits, these are good etiquettes, professionalism, professional attitude. Try to inculcate in yourself, try to have a practice of that. It puts a good impact of yours.
Okay, next. Next is ERP, which you have actually already started using.
Sir,
MIS.
probably there is some communication regarding mechanical students to reach LT17.
Yes, but that email we have already sent. Any mechanical student here? What is the email that is sent by Associate Dean? It says after this session. After this session.
Sure.
Okay. This is the portal where you actually filled your ID card information, right? Your admission information. Now this same portal will be accessed through your roll number. And this portal will tell you what is your registered courses, what is your grade, what is your address, what is your parents' address, how much fees you have to pay, how do you have to pay. You have to give feedback to the faculty members. You have to complain that my tube light is not working, there is some leakage in my toilet, anything, everything will be through this portal. Okay? When you will start accessing it, there will be various options to do that. erp.lnmit.ac.in/MIS. Login will be through your roll number. So this login is not your Gmail login. Separate username password. Okay, yes. Huh? Okay. Okay, so now there is very good question. There is a student who was in ECE. There was a round 5 yesterday. Now he is in CCE. Whatever is your latest roll number, that is applicable. Huh? You don't have to worry. You will get all the information that this is your new roll number. These are your new login details. Okay? Yes, because now you are in CCE. Earlier you were in ECE. So that means now you will get CCE roll number. Okay? If there is a change in the branch, that means there will be a change in the roll number.
Such students will be communicated directly by the admission office and will be communicated all the processes about change in roll number, then associated email ID and many other things. Need not to worry about that.
Now we are coming to this. So there is a parallel topic which some of you would be interested. Let us say at the end of admission cycle now everything is frozen, your branches are frozen. Is there a provision for change of branch now? That option is there. At the end of first semester, top 5 student of every branch, if their CGPA is above 8, they get a chance to have a branch change option. And only 5 students will be admitted in any branch. So example, practical example, none of you would want to leave CSE. So CSE toppers, they don't have to worry. Now 3 branches are left, ECE, CCE and ME. That means there are 15 toppers. If all of them want CSE, who will get it? Top 5 of those. No. Out of those 15, who are at top 5? Now your branch is null and void. Sorry, your JE main rank is null and void. Now only your CGPA is what will matter. So you have to be in top 5 of your branch, and then if you are fighting for a particular branch, then you have to be in the top 5 takers of that branch. Is that fine? Integrated students can also transfer from one integrated program to another integrated program, but they cannot go to a 4-year program now. Is that clear? Once the branch sliding and everything is done, admissions are done, after that integrated students cannot shift to 4-year program. Fine? Okay, next. We have learning management system. Most of you have gone through various online. Yes. You are in EC right now. Okay. Okay, so his question is, I am in ECE with AIDS, and if I go to CSE or CCE, there also, have you mentioned that CSE with AI or only CSE? Whatever you have mentioned in your choices, that will be given. That AIDS is add-on with your choice mentioned. But in the choices, if you have not mentioned CSE with AIDS, you will not get AIDS, only CSE. Okay, Moodle is what we use for our learning management system. Most of you would have gone through a lot of online testing platforms where you would have taken online quizzes and all, right? It is the same thing where we, yes. Only first semester. Branch change option is available only in first semester. There is a reason for that. Sport round is, see, it is only the first 10-15 days. Once sport round and whatever is done, after that, this branch change option comes. That admission team can tell. And
No.
you have to start communicating in English.
Branch change actually comes after your first semester. It is purely based on your result of first semester. It is not during your first semester. At the end of your first semester and prior to start of your second semester, based on the CGP of your first semester, the branch change option can be exercised. So don't get confused between branch change, spot round, additional rounds. No, this is
And
not.
why this option is only after first semester? Because the syllabus which is common for all the branches is only for first semester. From second semester onward, you will get the courses of your own branches. Okay, so this is basically for uploading lecture notes, lecture videos, conducting quizzes, assignments and all. Again, it will have different login. So 3 different logins you will have. One for email, one for ERP, one for Moodle. Next. What are the projects and internship opportunities that you get? So, there is one major project that everyone has to do. It is called BTP, B-Tech project. It is 1 year long project in semester number 6 and 7. Then you get an option of doing mini project. Then you can have LUCIP project. LUCIP means LNMIIT undergraduate summer internships. So in summer, if you want to work on some project, you can stay in the campus and do that project. And sometime you are interested to do a project with faculty X, just go and work with them. No one will stop you. You are from any branch. You can go and work with any professor. We don't have that policy here that if you are from ECE, you have to work only in ECE. Okay? You will always be free. I have never asked any of my student who has come to me, what is your branch? Okay? If you want to work with me, work with any of the faculty member, feel free. Only restriction is in the BTech project. Because that is your major project. In that project, one of the supervisors should be from your department. Okay, next. So this is your BTP. It is 8 credit now in the new curriculum. Okay, that means 4 credit in 6th semester, 4 credit in the 7th semester. Supervisor, one of them should be department. Next. Mini project is a 2 credit project that you have to do in the 5th semester. Now I'll tell you. Either you can take an internship in the summer or take mini project, one of them. You have summer term of first year, second year, third year. In any of these durations, take a summer internship. This internship have to be recognized by TPO. You cannot go to your brother's jewelry shop and bring a certificate that I did an internship. Okay? This has to be in a reputed industry or research organization. Fine. If you don't get an internship in first year, in second year, then you can take this mini project. One of them is mandatory. Next. This is an optional. In summer term, if you want to work with LNMIIT faculty members, you can stay here and work. Even from foreign countries, students have come and worked with us. IITs, NITs, every institute we get students coming from those institutes and work with our faculty members. Next. This thing I have told you, once you are placed in your 8th semester, you can go for semester-long internship, SLI. That means for the whole semester, now you are working with Amazon, Flipkart, or wherever you are placed. In that duration, you will have only one program elective and one open elective. And that also you will not come here and study. It will be in contact mode. That means we will send you the lecture notes, lecture videos, and only for mid-sem and end-sem exam you will come back. Okay? Okay, next. Summer internship, you get 3 options. First, second, third, or even 4th year, you can take summer internship. But please remember, there is no compulsion to do it. Okay? In some institute, there is a compulsion and they bring every kind of bogus certificates just to show that they have done some internship. There is no compulsion to do it, so we focus only on quality work. Okay? Next. What are your graduation requirements? Anyone who can tell me when will you get the degree? Yes? First thing, if you complete 4 years. Second, if you complete all the credits. If it is 160, 162, all. Anything else? No F grade means completing all the credits. Okay? Anything else? A minimum CGPA of 5 for BTech and 6 for integrated. So let us say you have passed all the courses, but your CGPA is 4.98. You will not get the degree. Minimum CGPA also you have to maintain. And it is 6 for BTech MTech students. Is there any integrated program student here? Yes. Yes, I'll show you what is the meaning of CGPA. And also you have paid all the fees and there is no other dues pending. Fine? Any doubt? Any question was there? Okay, next. Next. So basically our mode of communication is English. Course will be approved by authorities that you can teach this course, the teacher will teach it. Next. How the course is conducted. There will be an instructor in charge. Let us say there is a course on physics. Okay, I was sitting in LT9 on your reporting day and there were 2 students who were sitting adjacent to me. Without noticing me, they were discussing. CSE के तो 2 सेक्शन बना देंगे, CC का 1 चल जाएगा, EC का 1 चल जाएगा. What is your guess? How many sections we'll make? Yes, and how we will make? Shift wise? Yes. No. Huh. First semester, it will be same for all the branches, but I cannot teach all 600 students in one lecture hall. I have to make some sections. How many do you guess? There will be 4 sections. And what is the distribution? 200 into 4 is not 600.
Simple mathematics.
Okay. Now, how do we divide? What we do, we take students from each branch, each program in equal proportion in those sections. Okay? So if there are 240 students of CSE, 60 will go in each. 120 students of CCE, 30 will go in each. That way. Every section will have a mixed blend of every branch. Fine? That is how we will work. We will never differentiate that you are from this branch or that branch. That is what will happen in first semester. After that, you will have courses from your programs, so your section will be as per your programs. Fine? So, course is conducted by the course instructor. They are the sole authority. Whatever they say, whatever they teach, whatever they decide, whatever they evaluate, it is accepted by everyone. So there was a question, is there strict marking somewhere? Or is there lenient marking somewhere? Yes, it is there and it is perfectly fine. And it happens that in some of the courses, the average, means on 100 marks, average, the students are scoring maybe 75 marks. And it can also happen that on an average, the students are scoring only 30 marks. It is perfectly fine with us. In whatever way the instructor want to teach, they will explain you on day 1 that this is what I will teach, this is how I will teach. Okay? Instructor in charge is responsible for teaching. He is responsible for course keeping suggested in the mind, that setting the question. He will set the question paper. He will evaluate. He will grade. None of the faculty member or anyone will come from outside for any evaluation. None of your answer sheet will go outside for any evaluation. Everything will happen here. Okay? Sorry, next. So duration of course, we have already told you, it is a 14 weeks, 40 lecture course. Fine? Next. This is your timetable. So don't take picture, it will be very bad. You will receive it on email, a good PDF. What do we see here? Look at Monday. Monday 8 to 9. Do you have any class here? So now, we were 4 sections. We call them A1, A2, B1, B2. A1, A2 will have their theory courses in the morning and lab in the evening. B1, B2, opposite. Understood? All of you are smart people, right? So A1, A2, theory in the morning, lab in the afternoon. B1, B2, lab in the morning, theory in the afternoon. Now let us say you are in A1, A2. Monday 8 to 9, what is your lecture? Nothing. Okay? Your first lecture is 9 to 10, which is CALC, means calculus. Manish Garg, Harish Tiwari, Sudipto and Ashish, they will teach. Which section they will teach, they will decide. A1 will go to L1, A2 will go to L2.
This L1 is lecture hall number 1, L2 stands for lecture hall number 2, and within bracket, this is the name of the faculty members who are going to
So
teach
if
you
you
that
see
particular
this
course.
L1 means lecture hall 1, L2 lecture hall 2. Okay? A1 is your section, A2 is your section, CALC is name of the course. In bracket are the name of faculty members who are associated with all the sections. So you will receive that you belong to section A2. So now your focus should only be where is A2, A2, A2 written. Don't worry about anything else.
One important point over here is don't get confused between this A1 and this A1. See, this timetable pattern is called slot-wise class timetable, slot. समय का एक fraction. 8 से 9, 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to 11, 11 to 12, 12 to 1. This is the first half. On Monday, Wednesdays and Fridays. Tuesday, Thursdays, these are 1.5 hour class. 8 to 9:30, 9:30 to 11, 11 to 12:30. And that's the end of first half of that particular day. So A1, if you see written in the yellow color box from 8 to 9, it is slot A1. It is not section A1. Most of the students get confused. Sir, A1 is written here, A1 is written there. Which one is my A1? So yellow A1 is slot A1. Blue B1 is slot B1. It's not section B1.
And sections are written inside double quotes. Okay? Now, what we could have done, Monday 8 a.m. to 1 p.m., 5 lectures we could have kept. That means Tuesday you will be totally free. So if you look at this timetable, you are having only 3 hours of lecture every day. Is that fine? Not very hectic, right? And you will have only 3 or 4 hours of lab in the evening. That will be your work schedule. Is it fine how to read the timetable and how to operate? You will have to focus on your section.
Is it clear to you all? Because your classes will be happening as per this timetable.
Okay? There is another version which is valid for evening hours, which we are not showing on this slide, which will be similar. Only the time will change. 1 p.m., 2 p.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m. till 6 p.m. Fine? This timetable is not having the mention of tutorials, which will be added. So you can see there are some blank spaces. Tutorials will come there. Okay, next. If there are any extra classes or quizzes, they should be most probably done within Monday to Friday and working hours only. You have seen there are so many blank spaces, right? They are mainly used for those. No one can take an extra class on holiday. Holiday means national holidays, which are written in the calendar, not on Sundays. Those are your days. Fine? There will not be any extra class or quiz on those days, but quizzes sometime can happen in evening hours, even in nights. That is why we have 100% residential campus. Fine? Because in the daytime, you are free, but maybe the faculty member is not free. Right? So quizzes can happen in the evening hours. Extra class occasionally can happen in the evening hours, but not on the holidays and all. Fine? Next. Next, evaluation. Now this is the question that you asked. How many components do you expect in a course? Like one is mid-semester exam, one is end semester. Anything else? Quizzes, assignments. Some of them will have seminars, presentations, projects. On an average, please assume minimum 5 evaluation components. That means if I am giving you the example of basic electronics, I am going to teach that to all of you. So, and we have been here for 1.5 hours. I am sure you are not finding it boring interacting with me, right? So next 40 hours also you can spend with me, right? So, in basic electronics, let us say I am taking 4 quizzes. After 7 weeks, I have to take midterm. After another 7 weeks, I have to take end term. Where do I place these 4 quizzes? Any guesses? Yes. In between those 7 weeks, how many quizzes I should take? 2, right? Before midterm, how many quizzes I should take? 2. Can you give me the rough estimation where should I take? After 3rd week, after 6th or 5th week. That means after every alternate week, you will have a quiz or assignment or something for every course. Right? So if you are having 5 theory courses and 3 lab courses, mean 9 courses, and everything is having 5 evaluation component combined. So on an average 40 to 50 evaluations happening in 14 weeks. Fine? And you will not imagine when these 4 months will pass. You will wake up. There was a joke of Anubhav Basi. First year में गए गांजा मिल गया, गांजा फूका semester उड़ गया. This will happen. This will happen with all of you. You will not even realize when your first semester will be over. You will not realize, I am telling you. The time will run so fast. And as soon as you start delaying the things, start getting lenient or ignorant towards studies, you will not realize that. Okay, because sometimes what can happen, you are giving the quizzes, but you may not be getting marks. In coaching, what used to happen, you are giving a test, immediately you are getting the result, right? Here it can happen, you are giving midterm and maybe after 15 days or 20 days you will get marks. So you are clueless that what is happening. And in the end you will realize, oh, I have 2.5 SGPA. I failed in 4 courses. What happened? So any casualness will be very, very dangerous. Okay? Next.
Before we proceed, one piece of advice, because I have been observing it quite a few times. आप सभी लोग स्कूल से बाहर आ रहे हैं, 12th पास करी है, 1 साल पढ़ते थे. You started your session towards end of April, maybe mid of April, and ended in the month of May. 1 month, 1.5 months. Then from July onwards, you started and ended it somewhere in the May next year. That means maybe around 10 months of studies you underwent till your 12th class. So that was a school teaching, number 1. What actually happens on ground is, being in the academic section for so many years, I have been dealing with thousands of students, their parents, their concerned parents, and the one most common thing which I observed, take it or leave it, this is your sweet will. I can give you a piece of advice. समय बंद मुट्ठी में रेत की तरह कब सरक जाएगा आपको नहीं पता लगेगा. वहां आप 1 साल लगाते थे, आपको लगता था मैं कल से पढ़ लूंगा, अरे आज तो बर्थडे है मेरे दोस्त का, कल से पढ़ लूंगा. यहां कल का मतलब 4 महीने. वहां 10 महीने में आप 1 क्लास पास करते थे, यहां 10 महीने में आप 2 सेमेस्टर और 1 समर टर्म पास कर जाओगे. 40 घंटे वहां आप अगर 5 दिन का भी स्कूल चलता था आपका, इफ had it been your 5 days week in your school and 1 hour per day, one class for 10 months, having 20 working days, how many hours there? You are getting only 40 hours here. Be extra cautious, be extra careful, kindly let it know to your parents as well. आप जब तक जाग के उठोगे ना, तब तक सेमेस्टर खत्म हो चुका होगा, उसके पास रिग्रेट करने के अलावा कुछ नहीं बचेगा. Please take my advice damn seriously.
And whichever quiz marks, midsem marks, I know, whichever marks you get, please update those to your parents. Okay, next. Okay, just one, पीछे जाना. End semester exam, we have told you, it is compulsory. If you miss end semester exam, then you get F grade. Next. Internal evaluation means quizzes, assignments, projects, seminar, all of them are conducted by the course instructor. They will tell you the dates. When will be quiz 1? What is the deadline of assignment? They will decide and dictate. Okay? Only mid-semester exam and end semester exam, academic section will tell you the dates, which are common for everyone. Next. Now this is the question one of you asked, if I am ill on exam day, okay, or I had a very compulsive reason to go out, then we have a provision of make-up exam. If you are absent on end semester day or mid-semester day, or any of the quizzes also, there is a provision that you can take re-exam. But that reason has to be very, very convincing. It is a very serious medical case. Okay, how do we do makeup exam? End semester makeup is done by Dean Academics. Any other thing, mid-sem, quiz, assignment, only course instructor will decide whether he or she will take your re-exam or not. And they have every right to reject. Fine? So, please keep in mind, don't miss the exams, but if you have some reasons like medical issues and anything, first inform your instructor, sir, I am not well. Just email, nothing. Just email, I am not well, I am in hospital or I am in bed. And later you talk to them. Next. These are the grades and their weights. A is 10, AB is 9, B is 8, BC is 7, C is 6, CD is 5, D is 4, and F is 0. Fine? So these are the weights. So now, theoretically, what can happen? You have all the courses throughout your BTech and all the grades that you got are D. That means you have passed every subject. Will you get the degree? No. Why? Because your CGPA will be 4. So how do we compute the CGPA? Although now CBSE has introduced CGPA system, most of you know it, but next. How do we calculate CGPA? It is summation of WIGI divided by WI. What is WI? WI is the weight or the credit of the course. 4 credit course, 2 credit course, 4.5 credit course, multiplied with GI. GI means grade point. You got AB means 9 point. You got BC means 7 point. So if it is a 4 credit course and you got BC, 4 into 7, 28 is your grade point. Next course, next slide pe chaliye. So this is one example. Okay. Course number 1 to 6, these are their credits. 3, 4, 4.5, 3, 2 and all. So what is the total number of credit in this semester? 20.5. Okay. Now in course number 1, if you got AB, then BC, then B, then F, then AB and D, what will be the grade points for every course? We just multiply. So 3 into 9, 27, 4 into 7, 28, 4.5 into 8, 36, 3 into 0, course number 4. and then you add all the grade points. The summation is 125. 125 divided by 20.5. 6.09 is your GPA, graded point average. If this GPA is only for a semester, it is called SGPA, semester grade point average. Now in the next semester, what will happen? Again, you will have n number of credits, m number of grade points. M by n is your SGPA for second semester. How to calculate CGPA? Total grade points till that point divided by total number of credit till that point. Now, let us say in third semester, this course number 4, now you got BC. So, now the grade point respective to BC will be counted, and these 3 credits will be removed from here in the computation. It will not be that 3 will again be added. Okay? So, now your CGPA will boost. Fine? But remember one thing which is very practical. Whatever is your CGPA by the end of first semester or second semester, 99% of the chances that is where you will remain. So in the first semester, do the best you can. It is very difficult to have a huge deviation from your first year CGPA. Okay? First year is your time to build your CGPA. If you are at 7.5, you will go maximum to 8, 8.5. Or even if you start sleeping, you will go to 6.5 or something. But there are very, very, very rare chances that someone with 4.5 and ends up at 8.5. That is very rare. This is your first semester and first year where you will build and stabilize. Next. SLI courses I have already explained. When you are on internship, you can take courses on contact mode or MOOC mode. Next. How do we grade? That was the question in the starting, right? What is relative grading, if anyone have heard this term? With respect to the topper, okay? With? Ranking means what ranking? Okay. Okay, so what you are saying, let us say I have marks of all 600 students, and whoever is the topper, that will get A. Maybe first 10% will get A, first 20% will get, that is what? No. Next. एक बार और जाना. Next. Okay, पीछे चलो वापस. So I think that slide is not here. Basically, how do we grade? In your course, every course will be having a total weight of 100 marks. Out of those 100, whatever is the batch average, let us say it is 60. Normally, we give a grade at average, maybe BC or B or C, one of them. And then at every standard deviation, next grade or previous grade is given. So if you are at average, you may end up at BC or C or B. That is decided by instructor, and they are free to choose it. Let us say standard deviation is 12. Half of it is 6. So at every 6 marks, the next grade will be there on the upper side and lower side. So sometime it can happen that you may get A grade even at just 72 marks or 75 marks. Or sometime it can happen that you can get A grade even not even at 95 if average is very high, right? So relative grading means we maintain a bell curve, normal distribution if you have studied in probability, and there is a very standard mechanism, but please keep in mind, statistically it can happen that stats are saying F grade will be at 10 marks. Does that mean if you are getting 11 marks, you will get D grade? No. there is a minimum cutoff. If you don't score those many marks, you will get F grade. Fine? So please remember that always try to do the best that you can. Relative grading we will follow in most of the courses where the number of enrolled student is high. That means all the courses of first year. But there are courses later where we have only 10-15 students also. There we may not follow this, some other mechanisms are followed. Next, students will not get grade from the instructor. Instructor will upload the grade on portal. Dean Academics will approve it, and then you and your parents can see it on the portal. Fine? Next. Next. This is very important, which is applicable from your batch. If someone of you is having a CGPA of 5 or less, you will be sent to Academic Counseling and Mentoring Board. What is this board? This is basically a mentor who will help you that what is the problem, why you are not performing well. They will talk to you, they will counsel you, and then they will tell you in the next semester, these are the courses you should take. And go to next. Here, if your CGPA is really low, okay, I want to hear something. If your CGPA is low, in the next semester, you should take more and more courses or less courses. What is the reason? Because when you were given more courses, you were under pressure. So to release that pressure, now you should take less courses and do well. So if you are in ACMB, your mentor will ask you, please take less courses. Okay? And if we ask you to take less courses, what does that mean? Your degree can be delayed, because you may not complete all 160 credits in 4 years. So if you continuously remain under 5, then please remember your degree will not be over in 5 years also. Okay? So try to always maintain a CGPA above 5 so that you can continue to run at a normal pace. Otherwise, we will stop you. We will slow down you. Is that clear? Very clear? Next. 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 Okay. Now we are concluding. Next. NEP, how many of you have heard? National Education Policy. So there are some provision. Next. Choice-based credit system. That means you can take courses of your choice. I have already explained, you can take elective of your choice. You can take project of your choice. You can take summer internship of your choice. Basically 45 credits out of 160 you can take of your choice. And for integrated students, they can take 81 credits out of 200 from their own choice. Next. Multiple entry, multiple exit. First semester you are here. Can we admit more students later? Yes. In the second semester we can admit. But what is the criteria? Exactly same as we followed on you. If at a certain percentile we closed CSE, we will take new students in CSE only if they are above that threshold. No one will come in LNMIIT by having any exception to those rules. So we allow students to come in second semester also, third semester also. But our ranks will never be violated. If at rank X we have closed CCE, no one will be allowed to enter CCE with a rank below that, even if they are coming from any NITs or anywhere. Okay? So please remember, your rank will always be respected. Fine? Next. Multiple exit. This is a proposal not fully approved, but what is there as per the government mandate, that they allow that student can exit a 4-year program by just completing 1 year and take a certificate. Complete 2 years and take a diploma. Complete 3 years and take a BSc. This is not going to happen with most of you. And we hope This is basically an emergency exit option. Sometimes if you are not able to complete the degree, right? So this is an option which is coming. And you will have this option to exit, like due to any reason. And we hope that none of you have that, any of those reasons. But if you have to exit at the end of second year, you are not able to complete your degree now, you will have the option to get a diploma in your branch and leave. So next, that is all. Thank you. So now I have 5 minutes. Question. Okay, very good question. He is a dual degree student, and can you leave at fourth year? If you saw very cleverly, I never mentioned that. Right? For dual degree students do not have the option of leaving at fourth year. They can leave at first year, second year, third year. After that, the next exit is fifth year. Okay? That is as per the government policy. Yes.
Sir, there is a question, can they change faculty members if they don't like to get taught by them?
Can they change faculty members?
If they don't like to get taught by them.
Okay. You can, Dr. Professor Rahul Banerjee had told in the interaction yesterday, there is a 24-hour feedback mechanism. The ERP that we mentioned, it is having a 24/7 feedback. If you don't like someone teaching you, you have a very critical or very positive feedback, fill it. We really take it seriously. Okay? Fill the feedback. And there you get a rating also to be given to the instructor. And it is mandatory to give a feedback. Yes. How can we get scholarships? In that presentation, I had mentioned Mr. Arvind God. Please meet him. There are 3-4 kind of scholarship. Rajiv can explain.
There are couple of scholarships and assistantship we have at LNMIIT, and under the category of scholarship we have merit scholarship, merit cum means scholarship, then BPL scholarship, and for assistantship we have a type A assistantship and type D assistantship. Since we are running short of time, the details may not be...
Please read scholarship at LNMIIT website.
You will be able to see.
You have all the options there.
Just to give you one heads up is that you people will be notified about the applications are invited for various sorts of application, scholarships and assistantships, and then you can apply with all rules and regulations. This is fair enough.
Okay. Any 1 or 2 more questions?
Do we have any questions? If you can,
okay, now
you can raise your hand.
I'll take the question, but just your information again repeating. Mechanical students will meet Dr. Mohit Makkad, who is HOD of ME. Others, the counseling cell members will inform what to do with you. Okay? Yes. Okay, so there is a question which may be valid for a lot of you. I have not submitted X document. Where should I submit or when should I submit? You will get an email for that.
Before we conclude the session, I have maybe a couple of administrative information for your ready reference. Number 1, don't forget to visit our website, especially academic tab, where you will find calendar, list of holidays, academic calendar. Calendar means entire calendar. List of holidays, what days would be observed as holidays at the institute, as well as academic calendar, as Sandeep Sani sir initially in his slides told, when the orientation, when the registration, when the ad drop, when the midterm examination, these all are frozen. The execution is pending only. So you are advised, number 1. Number 2, all this information will also be disseminated to you all in your email inbox. So second piece of advice is, do not ignore your email inbox. As rightly said by Sandeep Sani sir, our official mode of communication is email. All the information will be sent through email, and if you ignore emails, if you skip emails, you may miss certain important information. As far as your queries, there would be n number of queries. We may not be able to answer all your queries during this 2-hour session. So myself, Rajiv Saxena, and another fellow who came here but departed because of pressure of work, Arvind Kumar God, we sit in office of registrar. My office number is 1002 and office number of Arvind God is 1005. But please remember one thing, we cannot keep on answering queries of all students round the clock. Hence, we have provision 2 1 hour slot for students to visit our office. This is on every working day, 12 noon to 1 p.m. and 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. So those who have classes in the morning can visit me in the evening. Those who have classes in the evening can visit me on the morning. And on the lab day, they can skip, they can come next day, or they can email me. So this is something very important to you because you would be having many queries. We would be answering it. We would be sending an emails. From emails, you may have some queries. Don't hesitate. Come. Don't get half-cooked information. Don't let your brain anticipate, hypothecate the things. ऐसा हो सकता है, वैसा हो गया होगा, मुझे नहीं पता. And before I say goodbye to you for this session, and I'll remain there, not only with you, I will be remaining with you for not only these 4 years, but even after your graduation, because you will remain part of LNMIT forever. So before we conclude, I take your permission to speak my favorite quote in Hindi. Is anybody to you all? दुनिया में 2 किस्म के लोग होते हैं. एक वो जो वक्त के सांचे में ढल गए. सांचे आर मोल्ड्स, दीज आर मोल्डेड चेयर्स. एक वो जो वक्त के सांचे में ढल गए, दूसरे जिनसे वक्त के सांचे ही बदल गए. डिसाइड आपको करना है, आप वक्त की धारा में बहना चाहते हो या धारा के विपरीत बह के सिकंदर बनना चाहते हो. थैंक यू.
Okay, everyone. So, just one last query someone had asked, is there a number fixed, like you can give only these many A grades or these many AB grades and all? There is no such compulsion. If a good number of students are doing well, instructor is always free to give as many A grades, as many F grades, as many C grades, whatever, which they feel justified. And that is approved by HOD, approved by Dean. It is not like a dictatorship. Okay? So, thank you everyone. Please go to LT17. ME students and other are also welcome there. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for sharing such valuable information with us. That will be beneficial for all.
Everyone, please remain seated. And attention to all MME students, you are requested to proceed to LT17 for an interesting talk by Head of Mechanical Department, Dr. Mohit Makkar. And the session will start at 5 p.m. again, and you are all requested to come back here for campus tour.
All of you, please be seated other than mechanical students. Only mechanical students will leave.
Everyone, one announcement. Please come back here by 4:45 for campus tour. Until then, you have a small break.
Uh, Everyone is requested to come back at 4:45 for campus tour. सभी लोग लाइन से जाना प्लीज पीछे से एंड 4:45 शार्प कैंपस टूर के लिए सभी वापस आ जाना.
Okay. Fine. So this is just some informal talk. Okay. Huh. Okay. Okay. Hello. So those ME students, please leave. Those who want to go, please leave. Any informal talks, I am here for maybe 20-30 minutes. You can ask anything. So one of the question like which was coming, what is the minimum CGPA required to sit in the placements? Every good company which is a reputable company will ask a minimum 6. And above average companies will ask 7 or 7.5. That is what you have to maintain. And trust me very honestly, if you just study regularly, even with the half of the efforts that you were putting in 12th, 8 CGPA is very easy to obtain. 7.5 or 8 CGPA is a cakewalk if you are regular. Okay? Yes. So, as I told you, internships are not mandatory. It is optional. It is. Okay. Summer internship, you have to search. And if the company is paying you, good.
What is the meaning of this inductive program?
Induction program is this orientation program which is going on. And we are noting down your attendance.
So like it is there, 3-week induction program is mandatory. So in every 3 weeks.
No, total 3 weeks. Just first 3 weeks.
सर जो हम समर इंटर्नशिप करेंगे तो वो भी हमारे स्कोर कार्ड में लिखा हुआ आएगा
Yes.
सर यहाँ इस कंपनी
Yes. Yes.
Like if someone gets an F grade in first semester,
Okay.
will he be able to sit in the second semester?
Yes.